You need something?
Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the heir of Palamedes in him. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation called for it. I always respected him for that. And Yvain, I see a man trying to please everyone. That is the gravest sin a leader can commit. Decisions are never easy, but they must be made. I see that the current Lord is trying to delay that moment, and I fear it's his people who will suffer most because of his indecision. I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness of one of Yvain's foremothers. I have no idea. The menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain. I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I've always felt an odd sense of familiarity with them. I think they reacted to the power we now wield. The Four-Dweller element within us. But why and how? That's beyond even my understanding. But tell me, are you well? You were unconscious for a while. I'm not inside your mind. I can watch, and sometimes I can help, but nothing more than that. Your feelings, your pain, they're yours alone. I cannot take them from you, nor shield you from them. Throughout my life, I've rarely been idle. This helplessness feels unsettling at times. Good. That's good. You're admirably resilient. You remind me of some of my knights. The ones who helped me to build Avalon. Never surrendering, never backing down. We may not have chosen each other's company, but I'm glad it's you I ended up traveling with.
always a pleasure to... There. You're going to feel better soon. I'm just trying to help you. You'll get better soon, you'll see. Just try to calm down. Calm down. Don't be scared. It's just medicine. It'll help ease your pain before long.
My skin! It's burning! It hurts! It hurts so much! Leave me! Those cursed scales! Don't touch me! Please don't touch me! No! I'm so scared!
Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help, but I need to warn you that our supplies are quite limited. Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here in Connacht. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time at Lord Yvain's manor. So, it seems I'm on my own. Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand, as if she doesn't notice it, all falling apart. I know I should feel flattered by her trust, but honestly, I'm just exhausted. I'm not even a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady May fell ill and died, Neonte's barely been here. She just sits by her grave. Truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her. Even when she does come by, she seems absent, and I don't even have the time to go check on her. It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on. Camelot pays us a pittance for treating their soldiers. And the villagers just pay with what they can. But I can't make medicine with eggs and chickens. And even if I could, I don't have the time. Some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it all off my hands. Ideally, it would be Neonte. But I'm not sure I can count on her anymore. Still, maybe it's worth a try. There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name's Wilbur, and he's a difficult case. Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed, but those are becoming fewer and farther between. Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. He's even stopped eating and refuses to take his medicine. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to help him anymore without scaring him even more. All of Connacht knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers, though it got better once I started working in the hospital. Weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some monstrous figure, keeping him prisoner. You can try, if you'd like. Maybe he'll trust you more than he trusts me. Just, please, be gentle with him. He's been through enough already.
You might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful, that's for sure. I want to go to my family. They live in the lower district. I'll go to them, but that cursed wench won't let me leave. Bollocks! There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's times. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all that nonsense, eh? Don't listen to her. You can tell right away that nothing good comes from her. Good folk don't end up twisted like she is.
Nice to see you.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
O All-Mother, keeper of day and night, shelter us in your embrace. Oh, I hope I'm not bothering you. My family, my daughter, her husband, and my grandson, we all used to live in this house together. Now, I don't even know whether they're still inside. I was visiting my sister in the borough for what might have been the last time. She's 2 years younger than I am, but she's always been sickly. When I got back, the plague was already raging. The Red Priests either took the others or drove them away. Nobody can tell me if they took my family to the island asylum or if they're all lying dead inside, with flies crawling all over them. So I sit here and pray. What else can I do? If I could, I would have done it a long time ago. The doors are locked. Quarantine. I guess I shouldn't be sitting here either, but nobody's chased me off yet. Thank you, but please, just be careful. Thank you. You're a good person. Now I'll pray to the All-Mother for my family to come back safe, and for you too.
Just passing through. Wilkin? Wilkin! Oh, damn it, Wilkin. Is that you? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Say, have you seen a pig running around? Well, yes, what of it? Lots of people give their animals names. Some have a cow named Bessie. I have a pig named Wilkin. Is it? Well, perhaps I'm just more creative. So what? Butcher them? Oh, sweet old mother. I haven't even thought about that. What if someone ate him? Please, please, you have to help me find Wilkin before something terrible happens. Well, the thing is, Wilkin's not really a pig. He's my lover. Well, he's a pig now, but he used to be a man. He was one of Camelot's soldiers. The thing is, I might have done something really stupid. Look, I just wanted him to be happy with me. I know he's not the type to settle down, but I just wanted him to understand that he doesn't need all these other girls when he has me. I didn't want to make him love me. I just wanted him to realize that we could be happy together. Just the two of us. Love comes with time. That's what my mum used to say. I went to see a witch that lives outside Connacht. See? Here. I'll show you on the map. They say that if you really, really want something, she'll appear and grant your wish. To be fair, I thought it was just an old wives' tale. I mean, nobody can live that long, not even a witch. But I decided to see for myself, and there she was. She gave me a potion. She told me to add it to my beloved's meal, and that would be it. He'd be right by my side, as happy as a pig in mud, just as I wanted. She wanted something precious to me, but I didn't have anything. So she said she'd take her payment later. Fat chance of that happening now. I won't give her a single coin. And if she ever shows up here, I'll tell her what I think of her and her deals. I've already sharpened my pitchfork to give her a warm welcome. Yes. I can see now that it might not have been the best choice of words. But in my defense, I suspect that the witch is not really a witch. She's something evil that feeds on the misery of others. That's what she is. That's the thing. She disappeared. I went back there, but there was no sign of her. It's like she was never even there. And then Wilkin disappeared too. Now all I can do is hope that he hasn't ended up on somebody's table. Really? Oh, thank you. May the All-Mother bless your heart. I promise I'll reward you handsomely. Maybe you should try finding the witch first. Maybe she just didn't appear to me out of spite. But perhaps she'll talk to you. Huh. You do have a point. I'll stay here in case Wilkin comes back. Oh, goodness, I just hope it's not too late.
Nice to see you.
Oh, is that you, Roy? Have you finally come to visit your grandpa? I won't listen to this drivel. One more lie, and you'll all regret it. Anyone could write such nonsense. That's it. I've had enough of your scheming. Goodbye.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Oh, one. That's it. Goodbye.
No one sneaks up on me.
I will bleed you! I'm not afraid of you! I'll teach you to respect me! Say your prayers. Have some spare food or coin?
I didn't mean to be a bother. I'm really sorry. Oh, all right, I promise.
Oh. One more life. Anyway, that's it. Good.
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you. Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true. There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Kunort. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well. The hospital will manage without me for a little while longer. Ailey is more capable than she realizes. Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is numbness. All-Mother, guide you. force me to take this further.
I've got my eye on you. Damn it. Damn it. I know you tried. This isn't your fault. It's mine. Wilbur was my patient. I can't run this hospital all on my own. It's an impossible task. Someone with money, preferably. I won't lie. I've thought about it already. More than once. Someone who can supply us with ingredients. Maybe an alchemist. To make the medicines. At one point, I even considered asking the Red Priests for help. But Neonte would have my head. Then I thought about Orwin and the Merchants' Union. But I can't abandon the patients. Just to have a long discussion about the business prospects of a failing hospital. Huh. What doesn't she have against them? First, she abhors the doctrine of K. On a purely theological level. Her words, not mine. And then it's all about politics. She says the influence of the Red Church is undermining the position of the All-Mother on Avalon. I don't know. Maybe people just turn to whoever is willing to help. If the priestesses aren't enough, someone has to step in. I know. That's why I'm hesitant. But some of them are also quite innovative. No one can deny that their research into the Red Death has led to real progress in medicine. I suppose, if I were ever to run a hospital with one, I'd have to make sure they don't get too ambitious. You'd do that? For me? Why? I just told you the hospital has no money. I can't pay you for your efforts. That's very noble of you. But still, when the hospital is back on its feet, I'll find a way to repay you. Thank you. Even if it doesn't work out. Your offer means the world to me. I've been alone with this for so long. It's good to finally have some hope.
You doing okay? Hello there. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn, and you, my dear stranger, look like you're in dire need of a resupply. Well, The men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelocians around, business is booming. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, the better for us. It's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visiting my brother at the Horns of the South, but he'll understand. He always says he can't leave his stall for even a single day. She is. That's interesting news, though I had no idea the hospital had financial problems. I thought it was funded by our brave Camelocian army. Or was it Lord Yvain? I can never remember. Who in turn dumped the entire responsibility onto her poor apprentice. That sounds like a complete disaster of mismanagement. Still, with a bit of restructuring, it might not be entirely hopeless. That said, a hospital doesn't exactly strike me as a lucrative venture, and I'm not in business for charity. When I invest, I expect a return. And here, I just don't see it. That's true. But in Kunacht, people would sooner dig up their grandmother's miracle recipes than pay for something they used to get for free. I need some concrete ideas. I'm not sure I'd want to make an enemy of the legate. It's not a bad idea, but it does feel a bit risky. Fine, I just hope we don't all end up regretting this. You'll need to get others on board, so try to show a little enthusiasm when you talk to them. Start with Bonksy and Osmond, then speak to Irwin. We'll need an alchemist, after all. The more support we have, the better.
I wasn't expecting company. Elixirs, powders, ointments, got something for wounds, poisons, something to keep you on your feet through the night and help you survive the cold. And all of it made by my own hands, with science. No tricks, no vile spells. Yes, all magic is a scam. An illusion that pretends to give you something but always takes more in return. My elixirs work because they're based on knowledge and experience, not some fickle power from another world. Anyway, go ahead and read my anti-magic manifesto. I've laid it all out, why the magical plague must be wiped from Avalon. And I assume you're here to hand me an invitation? Let's skip the pleasantries. Why would merchants take over the patronage of a hospital? And why should I have anything to do with it? Touching, but I'll have to disappoint you. I couldn't care less. The people of Kunacht have always had a knack for entrusting their lives to magical scarecrows, like that men here looming over us. As you can see, wisdom isn't their strong suit. If you don't have a better argument, we might as well end this conversation now. It's true that my business has been struggling for some time now. The priests are to blame. Ever since they started strutting around Kunacht, people have been hesitant to use the services of alchemists, afraid of how the Red Church might react. Fine. You've got my attention. but you'll have to put in some effort. Not yet. But who knows what those rats will come up with next? They've already shown they're clever. Quarantining an entire district? Sure, why not? Carting people off to the island asylum? Absolutely. They're turning the Red Death into some incomprehensible nightmare, using methods far removed from anything scientific or rational. I wouldn't be surprised if they start meddling with my business soon enough. I've been having a serious problem with my supplies lately. The Red Church is hoarding every remotely valuable alchemical ingredient for themselves. Here's a list of items I particularly need. Come back when you have everything. Then I'll join this union, whatever that turns out to be. Now off with you. You've got plenty of work ahead.
You're full of energy today. Welcome! I haven't seen you around before, but since you decided to visit, I can tell that you have excellent taste. One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress looked good, and I told her, "You have excellent taste." She was tickled pink and said, "Oh, do you really think so?" And I said, "Absolutely. After all, you came to me for advice." Now, let's get down to business. My name is Osmond. If you're in need of a bow or some arrows, I'm here to explain everything and offer you some advice. No. Good advice is always handy, especially when it comes from someone experienced. And believe me, when it comes to archery, I'm not just an expert, I'm beyond that. In fact, I'd be surprised if you found anyone on Avalon who knows more about it than I do. Well, find me someone else who's been doing this for over 40 years. Every aspect of it. Back in '84, I was chosen to represent Connacht in the team archery tournament. And I wasn't even a lick over 18 back then. During one round, we were shooting at targets 100 meters away. The target was the size of a small apple and the wind was blowing from the left. So, I took aim and wham! Right in the middle. Even the captain of the Camelot team jumped up and asked, "Have you got any more like this one? Maybe the boy would rather shoot for us." If you were older, you surely would have heard of me. I could have been the first of Avalon's archers. They almost knighted me. But as it happened, I joined the watch, got married, and... well, that was that. Hey, if only I'd had the common sense back then that I have now. Gossip is for women and innkeepers. You should see Morag for that. She's both. She's a good one. About 3 years ago, I helped her fix her roof because her husband had died, and there was no one else to do it. She still mentions it. "Osmond, you fixed that roof better than any roofer could." She tells me that every time she sees me. About Connacht, what do you want to know? There's not much to say. They told us the men here's gone out, and now they want to move us along with it, but the way they're handling it, they've been here for weeks. If I were in charge of the Camelot troops, we'd have been done in 3 days. He's a good man, but that woman of his, oh, mother preserve me. She once set herself on fire along with half the mansion. Yvain nearly lost his life trying to save her. Honestly, I'd have just let her burn. She wants to go up in smoke, be my guest. It's a shame about the mansion, though. I was born here, and I've been shooting a bow ever since I was a wee lad. Even as a nipper, I had better aim than boys 5 years older than me. Around 81 or 82, I remember being allowed to practice with the adults, even though I was only 14 or so. One time, our master, we called him Uncle, gathered us in a meadow. He said, "Lads, we're gonna have a contest. Whoever shoots the farthest gets a honeyed apple and a beer from me." They were shooting and shooting, but I just took one glance, aimed, and whoosh. My arrow flew half again as far as their farthest shot. 300 meters easily. So they turned to me and went, "Come on, Osmond, we can't compete with you. You always win." Osmond, you always win. That's what they said. I could have joined Camelot's army. With my aim, they would have made me one of the royal archers. But leaving was tough, especially since the girls here love to watch me shoot. They'd squeal with delight every time. And in Camelot, during a war, who knows what might have happened, so I decided to stay in Connacht and join the Watch. In the Watch, I taught others to shoot. Some of them loved those lessons so much they kept practicing even after sunset. So I'd ask them, "What are you doing here? You can't even see the target." And they'd reply, "Oh, but the lessons with you are just too short, and we're excited about archery." I kept participating in tournaments. People often bet against me, claiming I couldn't hit a bird in flight or a birch as thin as 2 fingers. I usually came out on top, earning a decent amount of money. But somehow it all just vanished over time. Then I quit the Watch and began trading in top quality bows and arrows. That's all there is to know about me. Oh, and I have an adult daughter, but I'm not sure if she's still around. She left Connacht and we lost touch. Ha! I'm not surprised he's asking me. Without my financial backing and, more importantly, my experience, most of the guild's investments wouldn't stand a chance. They really value my involvement, and that gives me leverage. In other words, I can do a bit of bargaining. Have you heard the legend of Robbie of Grubwood? A bandit who stole from rich merchants and gave the gold to commoners. They say he was an incredible archer. At least, that's how the story goes. People say the same about me, but I'm still waiting for someone to write a song about me, like they did for Robbie. It's only a matter of time. Robbie's long dead. I heard someone in his gang betrayed him. He's buried in a tomb not far from here, along with his bow. And that bow has been on my mind for a while now, you see. According to legend, it's made from centuries-old yew and enchanted by a druid whose life Robbie once saved. Bring me that bow, and I'll support Alwyn's investment. What do you say? That's what I like to hear. I always say sticking close to older, more experienced folks is worth it. There's so much you can learn from them. Am I right? Of course I am! What about? Then what do you... As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I've written a letter to Lord Yvain, a few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business with Camelot. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense, a head for negotiation, and a touch of military experience. We'll take it to him. You've got younger legs, and I'd rather not leave my stall unattended. I'll give you a few coins for your trouble. Brilliant! Here you go. Just don't lose it. I've only got the one copy, and I've no mind to write it all out again.
Oh, hello there. You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say no. I've had my fill of that topic for a lifetime. Oh, there are far more exciting things to chat about. Like treasure hunting, for instance. You got a look about you. I bet you've been to some dangerous places, haven't you? I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself. I have a few trinkets to sell from my last expedition. Want to take a look? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just passing through. From what I understand, Camelot wants to move it to their place along with the inhabitants, but they prefer to stay. They want to live in one place their whole lives. Can you imagine that? Oh, all different kinds. Like the ones where you crawl through damp caves or cold tombs, dodge traps, and hope whatever's growling in the dark isn't hungry. Oh, maybe I am. But I manage just fine. And I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. If I had to stay in one place, I'd die of boredom. Really? Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I just take old, forgotten trinkets. They're no use for the dead anyway. It's not robbery if nobody's around to miss them. Think of it as giving treasures a second chance to shine. A trip to the caves by the bay in the south. The bandits set up a camp there, so I decided to go after their loot. After all, stealing from a thief isn't a crime, right? They were drunk, so I thought I could sneak in and grab the treasure without any trouble. But I guess I underestimated them. They caught on and started chasing me. 4 or 5 of them, I think. I made it to the exit, and then there was a giant ogre on the beach. I barely managed to slip past it, and the bandits backed off. Oh yes, the gods, Avalon, the stars, and most importantly, my magical hairpin that brings me luck. I bought it from a lovely wandering merchant named Malachy. Isn't he? Always with that cheeky grin and a tale to tell. Slowly but surely. In Connacht, fewer people than I expected are looking for artifacts, potion ingredients, or adventuring gear, so I'm counting on travelers. Like you. You must be interested in unique enchanted items, right? Oh, of course you are. I've got something, well, peculiar, but it comes with a fascinating story. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful, knightly breastplate with just one tiny flaw. It screams in pain when it's struck. It's kind of funny, but I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. I'll let it go for a mere 200 coins. Wonderful, here it is. Oh, one more thing. This armor came with a letter. I found both in the ancestral tomb of the Gévaudan family. Oh, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. This sounds like the beginning of an exciting adventure. I chased the trail myself, but first, I need to sell off my finds so I can travel light. With a full coin purse, of course. Oh, hello there.
Catch you later, yeah?
Let's keep this calm, shall we? You'll regret that.
Good to... I don't know. I got an offer to supply ingredients for healing potions. But honestly, that doesn't sound very exciting. My adventures are more about leaping over chasms and escaping collapsing ruins than gathering wildflowers. Maybe so, but it's still not worth spending as much time on it as Alwyn wants. I could be exploring underground labyrinths or running from guards across rooftops instead. That would turn my travels into a list of chores instead of an adventure. No, thank you. I'd rather focus on the experience than constantly think about work. I'll turn Alwyn down. Life's too short for boring stuff like that.
Nice to see you. Hello.
You're not... Oh, I'm... Oh, hey... Oh. Really? Oh. I bet... You... Is it... It's... One... Oh, I'm a little... I chase...
You doing okay?
Good to see... I don't... Maybe I could be... You know what? You're right. That could work. But I can't go anywhere until I sell off all my wares. How about it? Want to take the lot? I'll give you a big discount. Yes? Did you manage to scrape together the money? Oh, I hope so. I'm starting to feel like I'm rooted to this spot. Sure. Luck or...
There's no need for violence.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Hello again.
Stop that. Right now.
Nice to see you.
Good to Yeah. Let Alwyn know I'm in. And I can't wait for my first trip to gather ingredients. The world's too big to sit still. I gotta keep moving.
Oh, hello there.
You need something? Having fun, are we? Ah, isn't this a sight? Gardens, the open sky, and a bit of quiet. Makes you think the world's not so bad after all. Neither did I, to tell the truth. One moment I'm by the sea listening to the waves. Next, poof, I'm here. Like the wind picked me up and set me down where it pleased. Aye, it's been happening for as long as I can remember. Thought it was some druid's prank when it started. One of their spells gone awry. I even asked a crow once if it had anything to do with it. Got no answer, of course. But if this is the way of things, who am I to complain? I get to see the stars from all sorts of places. And the best part? I never have to worry about where to go next. Not in the slightest. The world's a big, messy place, my friend. If the winds of fate decided to carry me themselves, who am I to argue? I'll make the most of it, wherever I land. And look at this. Landed me in a fine garden, with fine company. Fate must think highly of me, eh? Not much, I'm afraid. But I've heard it's a lovely place. Good folk, strong traditions. They've got a treasure here, you know. A shield given to Palamedes of House Tarion by King Arthur himself. Quite the tale, that one. Someday I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Imagine the history in that. Something touched by the old king, still standing proud. Now that's worth a trip, wouldn't you say? Safe travels, child. May fate be on your side.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
Do you need something? Does it now? Very well. Tell Osmond that... what shall we tell him? That I thank him for his concern, and that I will take his advice under consideration.
Stay quiet, stay safe.
You lost or what?
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Hello. Coming back to me, I see. You must have excellent taste. Oh? How did it go? Did he read it? What did he say? Ha! You see? I always say when someone speaks sense, even a lord perks up his ears. Good work. Here's the payment I promised.
No need for violence.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Hello. Oh? Ha, good work.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. Coming back to me, I... What about it? You found it? Oh, quite elegant indeed. It just needs one small adjustment. Do you know how many legends and songs I've heard about this Robbie guy? Oh, what a remarkable marksman he was. Splitting an arrow already lodged in the bullseye with his own during a tournament. What a story! But did anyone actually see it happen? Why make up nonsense when there are just as good, or even better, living archers out there? One of them lives right here in Connacht. Why not write songs about him? A bandit is a bandit, and yet here we are, turning a thief and murderer into some sort of romantic hero. Some hero. I gave my word, didn't I? And do you know who breaks their word? People without honor, thieves and bandits. No one would ever call me that. Everyone knows I keep my promises.
I wasn't expecting company.
Hello. Goodbye.
Healing. You're back.
Nice to see you.
Open up, Furkit. We know you're in there.
Get lost! You've taken everything from me. I won't give you anything else.
Stop whining and open up. We've got to talk. I've had enough of this lunatic. Keep an eye on him in case he gets out. I need a rest. What do you want? Then go be curious somewhere else. We have our orders.
Open up, Furkit!
Not a chance!
No, you could not, because it isn't your job. But if you really must know, yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of one of Furkit's inventions. Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't question the suspect? Come on, Furkit! I don't have all day!
I don't care! Leave me alone!
The soldiers? We follow orders. If it's an order from Denham, then sure. I'll gladly leave the yelling to you.
Furkit! Open up!
Weirdness take you, you thieves!
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Speak up or ship out. I've got things to sort. Well, are you standing there for a reason, or is the jobs? Check the notice board outside. Can you read? Can you lift more than a feather? Pleasant is for feasts and fair days, neither of which you'll find here. I'm here to keep us supplied and alive, not to make friends. If you need coddling, you've come to the wrong place. I don't know where all that eagerness comes from, but I'm starting to think if I had 10 of you, my job would be a whole lot easier. And as it happens, I might have something for you, though it's a little different from what you've been doing so far. It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our supplies have been going missing. Just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, the numbers told the truth. Someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't stand for it. At first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be rats and set up some traps. But not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer, a saw, and a couple of knives were missing too. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can chew through iron. I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like he's not a guy, but, well, I guess I was wrong. The next day, Percy was gone, and with him, even more of the supplies. His mates swear he'd never do that. They say that the army was his entire life, but I find it hard to believe. The problem is, the thefts haven't stopped, so I'm guessing he had some accomplices. In the storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something, because I am all out of ideas.
Hey, you! By the way!
No. No. Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, gods. Please don't tell me they sent you after me. Is that what they're saying? Gods, this is a nightmare. I'd never desert. I swear, the lads are my family. I've got nothing else. I can't believe I'm going to die here. With everyone thinking I'm a traitor. And a thief, too. Of course I am. But it's impossible. I've searched every inch of this place. And there's no way out. Things still fall in from time to time. But that opening only works one way. So, I'm sorry, my friend. But we are well and truly stuck here. At least there's food. But if they move the supplies, we're done for. I don't envy you your hope. I know what it's like to lose it. But, go ahead. I remember what it felt like to have something to do.
another guest. My, how word must have spread. I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my throne. I am Gaelric Tarian, rightful lord of Connacht, blood of Palamedes, born to rule, my legacy squandered by lesser men. And yet, here I sit, not in a hall of marble, but in this realm of broken things. Because I made a mistake, a single, miscalculated mistake. I toyed with the wrong woman. I thought she was just another pawn in my game, a trinket to be used and discarded. But she was no trinket. She was a Bandrui, a woman of power, of the old ways, and she cursed me for my arrogance. And all I wanted was to live longer. This is a prison, woven from the fabric of the weirdness itself. Only those with true mastery over the old ways, druids, Bandrui, could tear a hole in reality and trap something within it. A realm that both is and is not. A perfect, unbreakable cage. For me, it is damnation. A place where time does not move, where the world unfolds just beyond my reach. A theater where I may watch but never step upon the stage. And worst of it all, it is boring. No conquests, no feasts, no pleasure, no purpose. Just an eternity of watching lesser men fumble through history. Yes, and then some, as you can see. Eternal life. Sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But no, I was not given life. Only existence. Trapped in this mockery of a world, able to watch, to see, but never to touch. I have seen my house crumble, I have seen weak men take what was once mine, and I have seen it all from behind a veil I can never tear. And the veil between worlds is thinning. The weirdness does not break easily, only when the fabric of reality itself begins to fray. My prison and your world should never touch. And yet, here you stand. It seems the world outside is shifting, twisting in ways it was never meant to. And when that happens, things bleed together. A tear like this should not exist. And yet somehow, you've slipped through. Whether that's for good or ill, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire, not by time itself. I've tried everything. More times than I care to count. So unless you hold power equal to the one who cursed me, I wouldn't bother reaching for your weapon. You can always duel me, and die for my amusement if that suits you. Oh, now that is a bold claim. You are not the first to make such an offer, nor would you be the first to fall. What am I, to refuse a dance? Come then, let us see if your blade can carve deeper than fate itself.
Feels like I've been stuck here for ages. I can't believe it. We're actually free. You? How did you manage to get us out of there? That I don't doubt, my friend. Oh, it's so good to be back. Funny, I didn't realize it, but even that place was different. Guess I'll go report to Shine. Honestly, I'm glad you were there with me. She'd never believe me otherwise.
What is it now? If it's chatter you're after, you'll be disappointed. Percy tried to spin me some wild story about falling into another realm. I didn't toss him straight into a cell, only because he swore you could back him up. So, what did you find? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Tell me this is some elaborate prank you two cooked up. Oh, mother have mercy. Can nothing in this goddamn place just be normal? I may be a bit of a city woman, but you can't tell me that it's normal to have creatures made of bloody straw attacking outside the walls. And now you're saying there are cracks in the world. Does that mean I need to move my supplies? Well, that's some good news at least. Not gonna ask how, in case there's something about you that we'd both be better off with me not knowing. Thanks for your help. Here, something for your trouble. There might be something, but look, it's got to stay between us, right? Well, one of our warehouses burned down recently, completely down to the ground. When I checked what was left, I found a trapdoor. It must have been hidden under the floorboards because I never saw it before. Problem is, it's sealed shut, and the lock looks ancient. Denholm told me to leave it alone, but it's been bugging me ever since. No, because I don't know how. I'm an officer in Camelot's army, not a bloody thief. Despite what the locals think of us, we don't go around stealing everyone's stuff. Yeah, I am. Really bloody curious. Can you blame me? There's not much here in the way of distractions. And who knows, you might find something useful down there, even if it's just more space I can use for storing supplies. Great. Let me know what you find. Even if it's just a pile of rotten grain, I just want to know and be done with it. Oh, and one more thing. There's someone in Connacht who could help you get through that lock. Name's Filth, lives in what's left of the Eastern Tower. Yeah, well, of all the things I've seen in Connacht, at least I know Filth is harmless and knows everything that happens around here. I've never caught Filth doing anything illegal, and as long as it stays that way, we're good.
You see all these people? Men hear this, men hear that. The weirdness is coming. The Red Death is raging. Camelot will eat your children. They scream and run around like headless chickens. But in the end, they all kick the bucket just the same. Am I wrong? Oh, but you can. You can and you should. What is it to be afraid of, eh? That the weirdness will come? Well, it will come, and you won't be slamming the door in its face. You won't say, "Bit of a bad time, Mr. Weirdness, could you drop by later?" You've got to accept that Avalon's going to hell soon, and enjoy the bit of life you've still got left. Interesting. I call it bloody stupid. I traded some noble brat for it. Give him a bow. He said he'd need it when Camelot tries to take the men here by force. Poor fool thinks that's what matters. You can't explain it to someone like that. If you think it's stupid, why did you take it, eh? Exactly because it's stupid. One look at it, and my face lights up. Life's bloody dumb. We pull serious faces and pretend it's not, while the gods fart on us from above and burst out laughing. So I figured I'd just join in. Before I took up smoking full time, I was Yvain's huntsman. Oh, don't look at me like that, it's true. Hunted game every day. Now and then I organised proper ceremonies for the Lord and his court. Oh, you should have seen it. Special garments, dogs, falcons, nobles everywhere. And me in front, leading, teaching. Ha ha! Oh, those were the good days. The menhir's weakened. The forest's got less game. And there's more filth crawling out of the weirdness. So Yvain called off the hunts. Too dangerous. That bastard, with those words, he took away the greatest joy I had. So I thought, sod it. And now I sit here and indulge the second greatest joy. Oh, off you go then. Go do something foolish while you've still got the strength.